Hi everyone, John Rensimer here. I'm wearing my Georgia hat. I got Georgia in the background, the stadium, Stanford Stadium, and some other props around the place. The bookcase I got from my grandmother, who recently passed away, and very happy about that. Not happy that she passed away, but it's a long time coming. And thinking about the future, well, I put in an application for the Executive MBA program at University of Georgia, and I think I want to catalog as many of these dialogues as I have regarding politics, food, and other things. I'll let you know that during COVID-19, a lot's happened to me. I picked up a friend that I talk to every day, which is good for mental health. I don't like wearing my mask like most people probably do. And I've gained, in the past 2 years, about 30 pounds, not muscle by the way, but I'm probably supposed to be 15 to 10 pounds lighter than I am right now. So that's what I'll work off of. To people that want to be in a master's program and think they desire it very much like I do, go for it. Fill out the application. Look at the requirements. I'll have to say that I don't feel completely prepared for that program, other than I can speak for myself and I always tell the truth. That comes from experience at work and experience at other points in my life. So if you're one of these students that's learning more about being functional at home instead of the classroom, I feel for you. I did not personally have that problem. I went on trips. I went on field trips to California and went to camp in the summer. So I had a very good upbringing, and I was willing to do that, and I think my grades were affected by that proportionately. I did some writing in school. As you can tell, I can put words together. So if you want to become a good candidate for any program, as I think I am, despite maybe not quite fitting the mold of this executive MBA, I want to be a Chick-fil-A cook or a scientist in poultry science. I know that's right up their alley. But I can also learn about numbers too. I know administrative work because of working in a medical practice. And this video shows my retention in terms of keeping stuff that may be valuable. And I'll just describe a few situations. And it's not just your mind that's valuable, which you got to guard with your life, actually. But I'll explain that in a second. This camcorder I bought probably 5 to 7 years ago. Didn't really get much mileage out of it, but now the battery is messed up, so that's why I'm sitting inside next to an outlet, and it still works. I have a computer that I set up myself for my mom to use for house chores. And this shot was set up by myself with a little device called a flip that's roughly 2.5 inches big for digital video, but I have a stand for it, and it fits the camcorder. So I got it on my desk, and that's why you're seeing me now. Other things have to happen for you to see me. I'll be putting this on Facebook in certain places. Um, if you haven't yet subscribed to Rensimer Multimedia Engineering, then go ahead and do that. If you come across this video or hear about it from somebody else and think it's good information, pass it on. I'm going to be doing more of this. It is a true calling for me. I have broadcast background, and but I want to get into finances because I'm sort of like I do websites and stuff like that. So in terms of knowledge and experience, it just grows on itself, and certain principles I learned from church, like I learned today, show me that I don't have to give up on my dream, even if it seems like so outlandish or even tough. So my dream is to go back to Georgia. My idea was to play football, and that's what got me to that idea. But I can recruit the hell out of kids, because if you want to play and you got skills, you belong there. I can coach, maybe do nutrition, but I'm not sure I'm quite better at it than somebody who's been taught from their parents and all that. How to eat and basically just eat at the right time after working out and stuff. I need to get back in shape, but let's just say I'm not football ready at 33 to play with a bunch of 18, 19, and 20-year-olds. So, but I still want to go back to Georgia because my fraternity brothers and the wonderful people at the university are giving me a shot. I'm getting in as many of these virtual conferences as I can. I also do stuff for the Alzheimer's Network, so I know I don't have to be in any particular city to do that. Say someone I know, I hear they lobby Congress, and I have some experience with that as well, so I could work in an office as an intern. I was an intern before, so I probably wouldn't do that again. But as a staffer, and bring my repertoire to connecting the dots and getting the funding where it needs to go. That's essentially what Congress is there for spending your tax dollars correctly. So I also put my hat out there for and actually kind of growing my hair in a little bit, but I like the hat. You know, it just looks better on my head. I'm not quite there with the hair yet, or I don't know what the situation is with that at 33, but let's just say I'm not a spring chicken, as they like to say, or I've heard before. At 33, I have great aspects and prospects. So pass this video along, and let me just the camera. I lost about 100 pounds from about 270 to where I'm at now. Even though I put on some weight from COVID and just been eating too much, a lot of pickup, eating out, stuff like that, and managing dollars to get the most out of my dollar. So if it's a speed thing and you don't have a bank account, go to the regular bank like Wells Fargo, pull out as much money as you can in one draw. There's other ATMs that I pulled out 100 at a time, but there's no fee, so that worked very well too at the time. And I did that for a while, but I think speed is the issue. And maybe Wells Fargo would take me back, but I'm not worried about that right now. I had a speaker in college that I connected to. There's all these wiring outputs, and I was very good at it. I had an output, an HDMI to my TV and because I connected my Xbox and my PlayStation 3 to it, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 to it, I had surround sound in my room and it was loud as shit. I didn't even realize how loud it was until I played a new system that I figured out in my house, which was I got the cord on Amazon.com, the power cord, which I couldn't find, but I found it in a box later on. That's okay. Now I've got three of them. So if anyone needs a cord in Atlanta or Houston, I might be your guy. Oh, I don't mean it like that. Anyway, the speaker now, like they have these devices, they're Wi-Fi devices, little boxes. They don't take a lot of space. They're very eco-friendly. You can get an app on your phone called Airport Utility, and I can help set up anybody on this, or you can just figure it out yourself. However you want to do it. I would almost consult someone for free to do this because I think it's such a good product, and I did it at home. And this is part of my experience other than the medical office, but I learned that too. And basically, what I have is the old speaker with an aux cable connected to the router, and the Wi-Fi router connects with an Apple TV across the room, connected to the TV, and I can play YouTube on the speaker, Wi-Fi speaker. So it's a Yamaha speaker. Apparently, the sound is great. The best part of this is I made an ecosystem with the Wi-Fi, with Wi-Fi stations, and we have YouTube TV. It's cheaper than what I thought, and more bang for your buck. It's like upgrading your car for $10,000 less dollars, and you get a brand new car. Kind of like Tesla, I guess, or if you want to think in terms like that, and you save the environment because I know the electricity is better. You don't leave on the power the whole time because it's set to turn off on the Apple TV. So if you like Apple, I recommend it. I might not be the guy setting it up for you, but I can dictate on my videos, and I'm not really going to show pictures of it unless someone really wants me to. I'm telling you how to do it. The router, it's an Airport Express, has an auxiliary cable connected to it. Auxiliary cable output, and that's where you connect the speaker. And then when you select it on, say, your iPhone or an Apple TV to connect to it, then you can play through that device or an iPad or anything that AirPlays. My first iPhone was in college, and my first experience with Apple as a company was the desktop computer in I think this is what I remember, but I may be wrong. The Apple computer in grade school, we had a computer lab here in Texas, and I think kids are so smart nowadays. They're happy. They use the devices to make themselves happy. I'm kind of still a kid in those aspects. So I'm hoping to go to Georgia, but my family, my mother, my father, two brothers are all in Texas. Texas is good too. I don't really have I have a partial application to the University of Texas. I didn't submit it. I don't want to take the test. I don't feel it's the right thing for me. So and I invested so much in the University of Georgia, and that program just sounds so great. Whether I can be with Apple, Amazon, Tesla, um, or if they need some numbers done in real world experience at Chick-fil-A, which is where my friend is at. My roommate in college, Jeff Mishu, shout out to you for making me believe that I can do anything. So thanks to the people at the university. Uh, like I said, I still got a lot to do, and it's still early in the process, but I'm gonna keep reaching out to y'all. Uh, with my lifestyle, I think Georgia makes more sense. I was almost like scared to leave, but I had a great job, a great entry level job with my dad. So I'm not scared to leave him because he's always with me. And I can always FaceTime him after he's done at work, or he might retire soon. So, uh, and I'm not sure I can become a doctor through osmosis, even though I know that term. I'm sure a lot of people know that term that have a college degree. But the electrical stuff, the devices, if you see my room, it's like a playground. The kids love it. Um, and if I'm in Athens or whatever, I don't know. I need a place to work out. I need a treadmill. I ran a mile when I was like really heavy in Baltimore, and that was during my brother's graduation, I think, or another time we went up there. And I'm really proud of him, and I think I value education a lot. So I know I value education a lot. So I will do my best. I think we all know that John throws down in terms of educational value, and I will not let the university down. And if I become like a teacher, a doctorate level in finance or political science, it's just a way up, right? It's a way up, a way out. Um, I think my confines in here, they're not confines. My room is a little small, even though it's very big for something. And the surroundings, it's like common areas are great. My friend is very nice, and I would like to explore that. So I heard that from someone who's been through it, or a couple guys that have been through it, that they ended up with like two kids before uh, the end of their term at the executive MBA program, and that sounds fun too. So um, I'm good with kids. Everyone knows it. I'm saying I'm good with kids, so it must be true, right? And to the people that wanna, and in terms of reverse engineering, um, I'm very health oriented, so maybe this business can bring light to that for people. Cigarettes are bad. Any kind of smoking inhalation is really bad for you, whether it's a vaporizer or stuff like that. But if you want to think in terms of the dollar amount, that's what you're really looking at, because if you don't smoke a vaporizer for 2 years, maybe you could probably pay for a trip to Cancun and meet the love of your life on the beach. I I missed that. Instead, I got to go to I had like no money and got to go to. I got a flight to Georgia. I didn't go to Cancun like Ted Cruz did, who I think would be good for president. But I guess if I'm in Georgia, we'll see how that goes. And And this is I went to Georgia and met somebody. It's kind of vague to me. I mean, I got a hotel room. I was fine. 2 hotel rooms, just fine. Came last minute. Quick flight in, quick flight out. And I'm not scared to say that I like this person a lot, this woman a lot. Um, but that's me just being myself, and uh, I have it on camera now. I have several videos. I'm gonna see about putting this on Facebook and YouTube. So I don't know if I can like put a button on this that says subscribe. I'm not really like that. I'll just put a video, and if you want to subscribe, you know where to look or to like my video. And technology is moving quickly ever since. I think if I look in terms of how the ecosystem of my brain works, um, I had all these moving parts. It's like in the video game Zombies, where you make the turbine on this level, and you need it to power stuff. And it's got like a fan and a mannequin and all this stuff, and you got to find it in the first room. And I remember someone told me to look for the turbine, and I was probably not really ready because I forgot how to why I didn't understand why I was killing zombies again after about 8 years of doing it. But I think it's safe to say I've killed more virtual. They are virtual zombies than Rick Grimes in Walking Dead. And if I can get a spot on his show, I don't know if he's still alive. Maybe I can take a spot. I would like to help him out. So I might be too scared. I don't know. Character acting's tough. Some people, I don't want to be. I want to be like a broadcaster. So I can ask questions. I can get down to the nitty gritty, and I'm asking myself questions in my head and revealing them to you as I talk. But this is like a diary, a video diary that's going up. That's obviously what this is. So if you don't know, like, just look at my social media. Look, if there's a way to scroll through the millions of conversations that Tinashe has on her Instagram or Twitter, really, or you can look at my Twitter. There you go. You can look at my Twitter at my tweets and replies, and you'll see that I've replied to Tinashe like literally maybe 200 times and many letters worth of content. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. For someone who's 33, did I forget YouTube? I got a special video on YouTube that I did at the University of Georgia called Dirty Laundry. Dirty Laundry. And this is a happy day for me. I think if I'm gonna get married to this woman, Tinashe, then I'm gonna have to speed up my role. I'm gonna do everything on my schedule, and the stuff keeps pouring in on social media and like the women in economics and stuff like that is a good thing. I know you probably don't need to be a woman to be a part of that club, and I like them on Instagram and stuff. There's some videos. Deloitte, I think it's called, was a sponsor for the Alzheimer's Walk, which I was a part of. and I did a consulting video with them, and I'm a consultant for media. Um, so maybe Apple likes testers, right? I know they have people you can test with your phone or your new devices and stuff, but I doubt people can say that they've done what I've done with these devices. I've proven that I can with several um, iterations make a old system of speakers into a Wi-Fi based integrated to Apple TV and stuff. You don't need to just buy the Apple product that does Wi-Fi, but you can do that too. So hit me up. And maybe my phone number's on the Rensimer multimedia page. But best way to get me is send a message so I have it in writing. And if anyone wants to hit me up, if you got my number, text me instead of calling me. I'm getting all these calls from mortgage places. I don't know what that means, but maybe it means I'm doing the right thing. But Bitcoin in the apocalypse, right? So I'm doing well with that. And even during the storm with the power out, I got my coins together, my cash, and got coins. Life as a fairly successful 33-year-old, and I might. I mean, she's still single, so I can still marry Tinashe, whether she's interested or not. Maybe I'll force her. I'm trying to force her hand, but it's hard to get someone to get on a plane to meet somebody. It's like catfish too. It could be a polar bear, and I'm like a what are they called? There's a movie with the little creatures that you couldn't put water on. Uh, that's kind of like me, but all I drink is water. So, well, I'll drink a lot of water, iced tea, sweet tea,